Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Tuesday, July 14, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, NGC leads peaceful protests outside Honduras Embassy over land rights crisis in San Juan. Belize City Council gets Holchan assistance with sargassum harvester. And UDP standard bearer says procurement needs to be returned to the BDF. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
This is the general. They just coming again. Yeah, yeah. They just won. They just yo, yo. Hey, take it low, 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 take it low. Then you wine right there, take your time right there. You're doing fine right there.
It is a distinct honor to be here in Belize for the launch of the Caribbean Development Bank's Basic Needs Trust Fund 11th program, BNTF 11. For more than 4 decades, BNTF has stood as one of the bank's most visible and impactful instruments for community-based poverty reduction. Here in Belize, the legacy is clear. Over the past 25 years, BNTF has completed 79 sub-projects in vulnerable communities at an estimated cost of $23.79 million United States dollars. Through BNTF 11, we have begun a new cycle of investments. This investment of more than $5.2 million United States dollars represents far more than approved financing. It represents a renewed commitment.
BNTF has supported transformative investments in education, water and sanitation, community infrastructure, livelihoods, and social development. Through BNTF 11, we have an opportunity to build on that legacy by ensuring that our investments respond directly to the needs of our people, particularly the most vulnerable among us.
The new school building has made a huge difference for me and my classmates. The improvement to our school have made our learning environment cleaner, safer, and more comfortable. Thank you to the Caribbean Development Bank, the Social Investment Fund, the government, and everyone else who helped.
No one must be left behind. Not that child attending school in rural Toledo, not the farmer in Orange Rock, not the family in Corozal, not the communities that continue to face challenges accessing basic services.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The National Garifuna Council today led a peaceful demonstration outside of the Honduras Embassy in Belize City. The march was meant as a stand of solidarity with Garifuna communities in San Juan, Honduras, who are facing military intimidation and threats to their ancestral lands. The council highlighted the deep historical ties between Belizean and Honduran Garinagu. Many Belizean families have ancestors who traveled to Tela in the early and mid-20th century to work for the United Fruit Company, settling in San Juan and Tornabay. The NGC says those connections remain through, quote, blood, marriage, culture, and shared history, end quote. The NGC also notes that some Belizean Garinagu descend from survivors of the 1937 massacre in San Juan when families were attacked and forced to flee to Belize. Their call is for history not to repeat itself. After a prayer session at the Marion Jones Stadium, the group marched a short distance to St. John Street. At the conclusion of the protest, they delivered a statement to the ambassador that will be forwarded to the Honduran president. We hear from NGC President Alex Norberto and NGC Ifasina Efunyemi, Assistant Treasurer of the NGC.
There are a series of adjoining communities along the coast, Garifuna communities in particular. And so these lands, all people are being dispossessed for agricultural purposes, for tourism and so on. So the special interest groups are being protected by the government. And so that is a continuous situation where we are being pushed off our land. It's the same thing in Belize. You are aware of the Hopkins City situation where City is claiming the northern end of Hopkins, which is high value because of its tourism value. It's the same thing in St. Bites and all the other Garifuna communities. So we stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Honduras because what is happening in Honduras can happen in Belize, and we need to be aware that we are next. And if we don't put a stand in Honduras, then we will have to put a stand in Belize. We are concerned for their safety. The militarization of Honduras, particularly in San Juan and those other adjoining villages, is a very frightening situation, and all it takes is one person to make a mistake, pull the trigger, and we have another massacre. So we are concerned about that.
Justice must be served for Garinagu. That's right. We want our rights to be respected, and we are demanding that governments do so by their obligation as governments, as stewards of our nations. They must respect our rights without discrimination. That's right. No group over any other, because when you serve as Prime Minister, when you serve as President, you serve all of your people. Right. Because you get taxes from all of your people. That's right. And that includes Garinagu. In all our countries, we are hard-working people. Garinagu, we are one people. We are dispersed, but we are one nation across these borders that were created by the colonizers. Right. And so we stand in solidarity with our people in San Juan, Honduras, in Tornabay. We have a historical connection. All Garinagu were left in Honduras. So they are our relatives. That's right. Right. They are our brothers and sisters. They are our cousins. They share DNA with us. Their ancestors are our ancestors. Right. So we remember those that perished in San Juan in 1937. And we are here advocating that history does not repeat itself.
The Belize City Council has deployed a sargassum harvester as part of its ongoing cleanup efforts. This is in collaboration with Hull Chan Marine Reserve, but it does not come free of cost. The specialized equipment is being rented. Last week, the council had to jump into action after a large sargassum mat accumulated near Moe's Pizza along Newtown Barracks. Work crews were also dispatched to canals in Southside Belize City that were also being overrun with the macroalgae. Officials reported that an assessment of resource needs was being conducted simultaneously. Today we spoke with Assistant City Engineer Ramon Menjivar, who confirmed that the harvester is being rented.
And being that we now are getting it, we have engaged into this project to remove it, as we are the governing body to assist in all and any emergencies in the city. So we are now removing it using as this equipment, the sargassum harvester, and this sargassum is a very health risk element that attributes health risk to residents, humans. It gives off very toxic fumes that can cause respiratory, lung sickness, and also contaminate elements in your household, like your ACs, your appliances. It is an emergency, so that's why we ventured into cleaning it as quick as possible. We're in consultation with the BTB, and that is where that came in, and so I must be thankful to them. They were very responsive, and they are working with us pretty good, and that's where we came in with the harvester, and it's a rental basis, so it comes with a cost, and all this is very expensive. So, but it's something that we need to do, and so we got to get it done, no?
Do you have any estimate of the tonnage of sargassum that has been lifted?
As of yesterday, I think we did about 6 truckloads, which accumulates to about 90 to 100 tons. And we expect to continue this operation for the rest of the week, which will give us a vast amount. And it is something that is keep coming in. So we are looking at it as a continuous effort.
Other areas where the sargassum is accumulating in greater volumes is by the hangar and in canals, where other cleanup methods are used. Menjivar also spoke about discussions with businesses in the area.
We have the Kong Shelby area, which we are doing mostly manual picking up, and it runs into the canal. So we are also putting in meshes to deter it from entering more, so that we could contain it and deal with it rather quickly. We also have accumulation at the Bird's Isle area by the bridge, just before you're entering into Bird's Isle compound. We also have hangar, the area that area there, but that is a more feasible area, because being that the seawall is low, when you have high winds, then it washes out right into the shore. So we can manage that pretty easily, because we have the equipment for it. But in instances like here, where the landscape is different, it accumulates along the shoreline or along the seawall, and it's a bit more technical to pick it up, because we cannot access it literally or manually to pick it up. Right now, we are just redeploying, so we are taking off the crews from their normal routine, basically, and deploying them to do this effort. We are planning to work with businesses as it is a major threat to their environment or our environment, especially if you see here, the Princess hold a lot of tourists, customers, and it affects them pretty much. The response was positive. They made commitment to work in partnership with the council. So we need to negotiate that with them a little more, and they should come in. They're willing to assist with equipment, but it will be more on the picking up on the land side to cart it away. But there's more dialogue to do, so probably we could get them to assist.
The last March stream leaks connected to rations procurement by the Ministry of Defense revealed one of the largest providers during the tenure of Florencio Marin Jr. between November 2020 and 2025. The business A&Y Fresh Vegetables was registered in 2021 and is located in Shunush Village. According to reports, the business owners, Antonio Pat and Yolanda Pat, have links to the then minister. In 1 year, their sales to the BDF total $3.6 million. The leaks cover an estimated 120 of 1,157 records available for the company starting January 2023. The majority of the payments followed a similar pattern of split payments now under public scrutiny, ranging from $8,000 to $10,000. Also raising eyebrows is why a construction company, Huga Construction Services, was listed as supplying meat to the BDF. It turns out the company is owned by the brother of the Prime Minister. In related news, a majority of the leaks are being channeled through the opposition United Democratic Party. During their anti-corruption demonstration on Friday, UDP Belize Rural Central Standard Bearer Edward Broster called for procurement to be returned to the BDF. The report is that procurement was taken over by the Ministry of Defense in 2020.
We need to return procurement back to the BDF. And I'm not going to say that there wasn't a problem when the BDF was doing procurement, but for sure it was never at this $1 million level corruption that we're seeing before our eyes.
The PM is saying that based on changes there will be a central procurement unit and the public will be able to see electronically who gets paid what.
And what the public need to understand with that centralization is the fact that they are going to decide who get those contracts. It doesn't matter if they're telling us it doesn't matter if they are showing us the money being spent on those contracts, right? It is the money, it is the fact. Who is going to get it? No, if they follow the finance and the financial act, we know I have no problem. You understand me? There's no way we don't have problem if they follow the financial regulations. Not at all.
In his presentation at the opposition's anti-corruption rally in Belize City on Friday, Public Service Union President Dean Flowers advocated for a CICIG-type body in Belize that will tackle high-level corruption. CICIG was the United Nations-supported investigative body in Guatemala that forced the resignation of a president who was subsequently jailed.
Today, I offer 3 practical, achievable reforms that can strengthen transparency, protect public funds, and restore public confidence in government. First, and Madam Leader of the Opposition and other leaders out here, the first one is the big one. A United Nations supported anti-corruption investigative commission to investigate high-level corruption and strengthen our local institutions. Second, a fully transparent central procurement unit and mandatory public procurement portal so that every Belizean can see how public money is spent. Third, properly funded, independent, and accountable oversight bodies empowered to investigate wrongdoing, protect whistleblowers, and ensure that corruption leads to prosecution rather than buried reports. These reforms are not theoretical. They are based on successful international models and best practices that have transformed governance in countries facing challenges similar to our own. And nowhere is that lesson clearer than in Guatemala. The country's oversight institutions were overwhelmed, under-resourced, and unable to effectively pursue high-level corruption cases. Recognizing that the national institutions alone could not solve the problem, Guatemala took an extraordinary step. The Guatemalan government entered into an agreement with the United Nations to establish the International Commission Against Impunity in Guatemala, commonly known as CICIG. It was the recognition that when a system becomes too compromised to police itself, outside expertise and independent support become necessary to restore public trust. The results were remarkable. CICIG helped uncover and prosecute CICIG helped to uncover and prosecute major corruption networks that had infiltrated state institutions. It contributed to the prosecution of former presidents Alfonso Portillo and Otto Perez Molina.
After the break, Belizean music icon Ken Doyle Simpson passes away after private cancer battle. Stay with us.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you never in the kitchen.
But I'm going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep my coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try to think about what to eat.
You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool.
Uh-huh.
For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
No one should be up at this time. If you're still up, it's not you. It's your mattress. Because the right mattress changes everything. Sherwood Bedding Luxury Resort Pillow Top Mattress. Sleep better, wake better. Available at Design Depot. All in one place.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
For 5 decades, Caribbean Shipping Agencies Limited has stood at the forefront of Belize's maritime industry, connecting Belize to the world. Founded in 1976 by Mr. Stanley Longsworth Sr., he developed a wholly Belizean-owned, family-operated enterprise led by himself, his wife Laura, and his beloved brother, John Jack Longsworth Sr. Under the stewardship of these directors and supported by a team of dedicated staff, the company quickly earned its reputation as Belize's premier shipping agency. A partnership that has stood the test of time was formed in 1981 with our principal client, Hyber Limited and Hyde Shipping Corporation. What initially began as a bi-monthly cargo service evolved into weekly and now bi-weekly vessel calls, delivering the flexibility and reliability needed in today's competitive global economy. Together, Caribbean Shipping Agencies and Hyde Shipping Corporation have built their success through exceptional customer service and dependable shipping solutions. Over the years, Caribbean Shipping Agencies has expanded far beyond traditional cargo services. Operating throughout Belize's maritime boundaries, Caribbean Shipping Agencies delivers professional maritime services, not only at our principal commercial ports located in Belize City and at the port of Big Creek, but also at our offshore islands and remote destinations. Caribbean Shipping Agencies has played an integral role in the establishment and continued growth of cruise tourism in Belize. Proudly acting as port agents for most of the industry's largest and most innovative cruise operators, such as the Royal Caribbean Group, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, and MSC Cruises, to name a few.
50 years of exceptional service and the experience garnered has allowed our company to become Belize's largest and most well-rounded shipping agency, specializing in attending to vessels of all types, including containerized and bulk carriers, fuel tankers, cruise ships, military vessels, project vessels, and even private and commercial motor yachts. Additionally, we provide stevedoring consultancy and operational management services to importers of bulk cargoes such as wheat, fertilizer, steel, and project cargoes. For us, it's critically important that moving forward, we not only preserve the vision and protect the legacy established by my father, but as a company, that we are prepared to grow and evolve to ensure that we remain a principal stakeholder in an ever-changing and dynamic local and global maritime community.
With experienced leadership, dedicated staff, and a tradition built on excellence, Caribbean Shipping Agencies Limited remains committed to serving Belize and the global maritime community for generations to come. Caribbean Shipping Agencies Limited, proudly Belizean, trusted worldwide.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
The Belize music community is in mourning following the passing of prolific producer and musician Ken Doyle Kenny Simpson on Sunday. His life partner Annika Perez shared the news publicly, revealing that Simpson had courageously battled cancer for the past 2 years. In keeping strictly with his wishes, the diagnosis was only known to his immediate family and closest friends. Simpson chose to focus entirely on creating music for as long as he physically could. Simpson's sudden passing sent shockwaves through the local and international music scenes, where he was widely revered as a musical genius. As tributes pour in, the family has requested continued prayers and support, particularly for his 10-year-old daughter. The Belizean music community has been honoring his immense legacy on social media. Ernestine Carballo, Jacqueline Castillo, and Melanie Gillett are among the many artists who posted tributes to Simpson, sharing their professional history. They reflected on his talent, drive, and willingness to help others in the industry. Castillo stated, quote, "Kenny was one of the first producers to take Belizean-made beats beyond our borders, working with international artists and helping to put Belize on the map. As recently as this past February, he and Dane Linares produced a track for Adrian Dutchin that went on to win first place in the Guyana Soca Monarch. Kenny was always an entrepreneur and a visionary, but what made me respect him even more was his willingness to share his knowledge. He genuinely wanted others to grow and made sure everyone who attended Music Week walked away with the gems he freely shared," end quote. Melanie Gillett recalled that he was always a part of some movement to transform Belize's music industry. She wrote, quote, "He was humble, but he also knew the value of his gifts. He shifted his focus even more to the international market while still making time to work with as many Belizean artists as possible. He was an internationally renowned producer doing things in and for the music industry on a level that many people never truly knew about, working with artists like Machel Montano and Destra Garcia. The magnitude of his work was profound. Even if Belize didn't always recognize the full magnitude of his talent, the international music industry certainly did," end quote. Memorial and funeral details are currently being finalized and will be made public at a later date. Activist Jeremy Enriquez filed a Freedom of Information Act FOIA request to compel the Elections and Boundaries Commission, EBC, to disclose the status of Belize's long-delayed electoral redistricting and the process being followed. The EBC officially rejected his request, citing the constitutional independence of the commission and arguing that it is not subject to the direction of outside authorities and that the FOIA does not apply to the commission. On Monday, Enriquez discussed the decision, calling it arrogant.
The FOIA was basically seeking information as to the process for redistricting. Right now, everything seems to be done in secrecy. And so the public has a right to know how that process is going on, what are the proposals for redistricting or balancing the electoral divisions. The public has a right to know also if they are on target to complete this by the end of 2026, as the Prime Minister promised. The point is that we've been burnt before, when between 2020 and 2025, after the Prime Minister repeatedly promised that redistricting will be done, all of a sudden it was not done. The proposal submitted by the Elections and Boundaries Commission was not accepted. It was carelessly done, in my view, because it did not meet the targets for international standards. And over 2 decades, there has not been redistricting as it ought to have been done. So we need to know, the public needs to know what is going on. I find that the response by the Elections and Boundaries Commission to be arrogant, and they're still maintaining secrecy. They ought to still provide some information, if not all, to inform the citizens of Belize where we're at and how we could, and just to keep us informed. This culture of secrecy and arrogance is unacceptable for any democracy.
Enriquez said that issue is before the Ombudsman's office, but with the office currently vacant, there is nothing that can be done now but wait.
Well, there's nothing that we can do until we have an ombudsman. So that is why we're taking the government to court to ensure that there is an ombudsman in place as soon as possible, so that this further delay is unacceptable.
The Caribbean Court of Justice on July 7 released its written reasons for reversing 2 prior judgments delivered by the Belize Court of Appeal against Jeremy Enriquez. The CCJ's detailed rationale follows its oral rulings issued in April, which successfully favored redistricting claimant Enriquez and his legal counsel Anan Ramlogan. Yesterday, Enriquez spoke about the CCJ's ruling.
So there were 3 issues that we appealed
at the Caribbean Court of Justice. One, for the wasted cost that he was imposing on my attorney. That means the attorney must pay half the cost of the state for the case that we brought up. Secondly, was the procedure for appealing our case. That judge, there was also another technicality in which the opposing party was arguing that we did not properly file for the appeal. And it was based on the rule that the order for appeal must be signed, sealed, or otherwise perfected. And so that was another hurdle for us to cross. The CCJ ruled that appeal, the ruling in that appeal was not appropriate, and therefore it was thrown out. Thirdly, so we won on those two cases. We won, the CCJ threw out the wasted cost. It's a shameless cost that was being imposed by the judge in order to prevent us from moving further, and in a way to teach my attorney a lesson, as he mentioned, even before the case was judged. Then the other one that we won, of course, was the perfected order, which means that we could have appealed because the order was already signed and sealed by the judge. So that was the second one. The third one, our appeal, was the biased application. We wanted the judge recused from our case. The CCJ ruled that we must remit that appeal to the High Court, or our appeal for recusal of the judge. So those are the three cases.
Enriquez also discussed his next steps.
We have to go back now to appealing our case and to get that through the process. We have crossed those hurdles, and therefore we intend to challenge the ruling of the Justice Ondora on our case regarding redistricting. The point is that the government is violating our constitutional right for fair representation in the National Assembly, and that is still on the table, and we need to make sure that this does not happen again, and that the government abide by the Constitution that they swore to uphold.
Today, police released additional information in the ongoing investigation into the murder of 68-year-old San Lazaro farmer Virgilio Carrillo. On Monday, ACP Gilberto Romero told the media that another farmer discovered Carrillo's body after 9 that morning as he was on his way to another farm. Carrillo had several chop wounds. Earlier today, police said that Carrillo was traveling on bicycle when an individual emerged from nearby bushes and attacked him. Carrillo's son said police today notified them they detained a suspect for questioning. He added that the suspect is known to be a loner and he is unaware of any conflict between the two. He said his father was well known in the community and was always involved with community projects. He added that his father was known for his jovial character and he can't understand why anyone would want to harm him. After the break, unreliable identification procedure leads to acquittal in 2025 murder trial. Stay tuned.
El evento de fútbol más grande del mundo por fin llegó y Smart te invita a vivir toda la emoción del mundial. Antes de que empiece cada partido, predice quién se lleva la victoria. Entre más predicciones hagas, más oportunidades acumulas. Suma un punto cuando le aciertes al equipo ganador y si le atinas al marcador exacto, obtienes hasta 4 puntos. La persona con más puntos al terminar el mundial se lleva $2,500 en efectivo. Y eso no es todo. También habrá premios semanales durante toda la competencia. Además, el líder de los cuartos de final se lleva un paquete completo para armar su Watch Party. Participa directamente desde la app de Smart por solo 50 centavos por participación. Las predicciones estarán disponibles del 1 de junio al 18 de julio del 2026. No solo veas el Mundial, vívelo con Smart. Smart, bring people together.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the Jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
A High Court judge's critique of police investigative methods paved the way for 28-year-old Andre Arthurs to walk free. In a ruling delivered on Monday, Justice Nigel Pilgrim declared that the state failed to legally tie Arthurs to the fatal shooting of Mark Usher Jr., primarily because the police department's identification lineup was fundamentally compromised. The incident dates back to March 8, 2025, when 33-year-old Usher was fatally shot near Jabiru Street and Faubourg Road in Belize City. The prosecution attempted to build its case around a single police officer who reported seeing a panicked man in a blue shirt riding a bicycle away from the immediate area moments after the shooting. While Justice Pilgrim accepted the officer's personal honesty, he dismissed the subsequent group identification. The court pointed out a complete lack of evidence showing that the other 5 men placed in the lineup shared similar physical traits such as age, height, or skin tone with Arthur's, making the process highly unreliable. Defense attorney Simeon Sampson successfully capitalized on this procedural misstep while highlighting investigative oversights. The court noted that investigators did not conduct gunshot residue testing, search for the suspect's blue shirt, analyze the abandoned bicycle for DNA, or gather any physical evidence connecting Arthurs to the scene. This lack of corroboration left the court with only Arthur's alibi that he was at home barbecuing with friends when the shots were fired. Ruling that the prosecution fell far short of proving guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, Justice Pilgrim ordered Arthur's immediate release to his waiting family. A former police officer's arduous quest for accountability faced a severe setback after a magistrate threw out the sexual assault charge against her colleague and alleged attacker. When she appeared in the San Ignacio Magistrates Court on Monday, Luana Gillett learned that the presiding magistrate ruled that her assailant, police officer Derman Dawson, had no case to answer regarding the sexual assault allegation, leaving him to face trial only for the lesser charge of harm. The ruling has devastated Gillett, whose life and policing career were upended following the incident inside the San Ignacio police station more than 2 years ago. Despite the encounter being captured on the station's security camera, the court determined that the evidence did not warrant a full trial on the sexual offense. Dawson appeared without legal representation. Outside the courtroom, Gillett described the decision as a worst-case scenario, but remained resolute, declaring that she refused to give up her fight for justice. A Dangriga family has been displaced after a fire destroyed their Lakeland area home on Monday night. According to eyewitnesses, the blaze quickly enveloped the structure before National Fire Service personnel arrived on the scene. While the family was fortunate to escape the fire unharmed, they were unable to save any material items. Authorities are investigating the cause of the fire. And in sporting news, after opening the third Central American Men's Volleyball Final Four with a 3-2 win against hosts Costa Rica on Sunday, Belize took the court once more on Monday to battle against the tournament leaders, Nicaragua. It was another tough match, but Belize won the match 3-0. Team Belize was led by Kaylin Ingram with 15 points, Francis Hawes contributed 14 points, and Ernest Edward Broster scored 13 points. With the victory, Belize is now the only undefeated team in the tournament and currently sits atop the standings. Belize next faces Panama this evening, who have yet to win a game. Regardless of that outcome, Belize has already qualified to compete for gold in the next round, which will be decided on Wednesday. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.